to the gas station, I might as well shoot an opportunity video. But before I get into the opportunity video, I want to ask you 2 questions. And if you answer no to either of these questions, you may as well just stop the video right now, because this probably isn't for you. Question number 1, would you trade $20 for $30? And question number 2, do you think you could find 2 other people who would also trade $20 for $30 within the next 48 hours? We started this video with a question. The question was, would you trade $20 for $30? So let me explain that really quick. I've tested the BeEco fuel tabs in 14 of my personal vehicles. The most economical is a Toyota Prius, and I ran 10 tanks of gas through the Prius. 5 with the tabs and 5 without. The 5 with the tabs, I averaged over 80 miles more per tank than without the tabs. For $20, you get 5 tablets. So if you look at that, $80 per tank extra, that's around a $6 to $8 savings. Even if we go on the low, which is the 5 tablets, that's $30. But this video, if I just showed you how to trade 20 for 30, that's exciting, but I want to talk about true opportunity. We're going to talk about how you can trade 20 for tens of thousands even in your very first month. Here's how it works. Before I'm done filling the tank with gas here, I'm going to explain just how easy our system is. There's 3 simple steps. Step number 1, you get started by buying $20 worth of our fuel tablets. Step number 2, you share this simple video with as many people as it takes to find 2 others that also get started for $20. And the goal is to do that within the first 48 hours. Step number 3, you help them do the same thing. And as that continues on, within your first 24 days, you will have already made over $20,000. But the month's not over. There's still 6 more days. In that next 6 days, you'd go from $20,000 to over $100,000. So what I want you to think about is, do you want to continue to complain about the gas prices, or do you want to do something about it and turn this into the opportunity of a lifetime? And just to make things even better, how would you like to win this Porsche that we're driving right now by doing nothing more than asking people the simple question, would you trade $20 for $30? Again, we can either be a victim or we can seize the opportunity and change our life. The choice is yours.
All right, awesome. We're going to go ahead and get started here on our live in just a second. JC, do you want to go ahead and okay, perfect. This is probably one of our most requested Facebook Lives or Zoom calls we've had in a long time. You know, so many people are so excited about BeEco and the fuel tabs, and there's always just a little bit of questions that people have, or maybe people are a little bit worried about a couple things. So we thought, who better to do a Q&A with than our partner in this endeavor, and the person behind these fuel tabs, as well as a lot of other absolutely incredible products that we may be bringing on later. So this is, again, is something that we're so excited about. As you know, I've been full-time in this industry for almost 30 years now, and this is probably the best timing I've ever experienced in any type of product, and taking something to the entire world at the absolute perfect timing. But there are always just a few questions. So I want to introduce Lawrence Kahn, who's our partner here, and who we're able to bring this amazing product into the marketplace with. And so, Lawrence, will you first just tell everybody maybe a little bit about your background, introduce yourself, how you became involved here with BeEco, and a little bit about the product that you've developed here.
Sure, and thank you, Dan. What a great opportunity, and hello, everybody. My name is Lawrence Kahn. As Dan mentioned, I'm actually originally from South Africa, although I've lived here for 43 years, I think. In any event, I'm the co-founder and principal of a California-based company called Pro1, and we're the manufacturers of proprietary lubrication and fuel technologies. My partners and most of the folks in my company have strong backgrounds in motor racing, which is where these products were originally developed for NHRA, which is drag racing, NASCAR, and others, including boat racing. We market these products to industry, including the oil and gas industry. Actually, we sell our lubricants to lubricant companies like ExxonMobil and Shell and even Saudi Aramco for use in their drilling. But our fuel technology is sold primarily for trucking and engine applications in industrial. So we partnered with the B-Epic, and we're so excited about this, to bring this technology to hundreds of thousands of consumers who, Dan, as you mentioned, could never have imagined a moment in time where they'd see gas that, at least in California, here is about over $6 a gallon if you're lucky.
Incredible. One of the questions that we're quite often asked is the safety behind this product, and it always kind of comes up, is this product EPA registered?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, to sell a product in the US that's added to fuel, you have to be EPA registered. And we have been EPA registered since, I believe, 2009 with this product. It took an inordinate amount of time and money to get through that EPA process, because while all other fuel additives can simply fly through by virtue of their ingredients, the EPA had not seen a product like this, a catalyst. And they had to go through special approval committees and so on to get it approved. But yeah, we are registered. You can find it online on EPA's website under fuel additives that are approved under the name Fuel Maximizer from Pro One.
Fantastic. Lawrence, what's the difference, or what really makes this product different with the B-Eco fuel tabs than all of the regular fuel additives that you'd maybe see at a typical AutoZone or Walmart or, someplace like that?
So great question, Dan. They are as different as night and day. It starts with just the size of the product. As you know, the other products, STP, Lucas, and a million others, and there are many, many on the market, are typically 8 to 12 ounce bottles. You apply all of that to a tank. Our product uses 1 gram of a catalyst. It works completely differently, as I'll explain in just a minute. Those other fuel additives are simply fuel conditioners. In order to get through the EPA registration, they have to have 1 or more of 5 ingredients, and those are the same ingredients already found in fuel. So they simply are adding more of the stuff already in fuel, sulfur and so on. B-Eco fuel tabs are completely different. This is a catalyst. It's, as you know, a very, very small pill, and as you might know, catalysts can do amazing things with chemistry with a very small amount of product in them. So it's totally different. Our product is all active ingredients, whereas those others, it's not active at all. And our product, well now your product, actually changes the process of the burn in the combustion chamber. Ordinary fuel additives do not do that. So it's a very different product. In short, this is a catalyst and not just a conditioner.
Fantastic. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people get a little bit confused on. And so with that being said, how do the fuel tabs actually work?
So again, if you think about a catalyst in chemistry, what it does is it's lowering the ignition temperature of the air-fuel mixture. In other words, it lowers the temperature at which the fuel burns. So if you can imagine, if you can lower the temperature, the fuel starts burning earlier and it sustains or continues for longer. If you can start burning earlier and burn for a longer period of time in the combustion chamber, guess what? You're going to get more energy out of the fuel, and more of the fuel will be burned correctly as opposed to unburned fuel, which is essentially emission. So the goal is to get as close to 100% burn as possible. And by using the fuel tabs, you can increase that percentage to be very close to 100%, which means more energy, more BTUs, or more mileage, if you like, and less emissions or unburned fuel out of the tailpipe. So it works and does both of those things simultaneously by giving you, simply put, a more complete burn.
Fantastic, Lawrence. And you kind of already answered the next question, but a lot of people are asking, what are the actual benefits of this product? You kind of already went over potentially increased fuel mileage, less emissions. Anything else?
Yeah, well, those are the keys. Then you get more power, which means more and better fuel economy, more mileage. Of course, that's an environmental benefit today, because if you can get another 50, 80, 100 miles out of a tank of gas, there is an environmental benefit to you, to the planet, and an economic benefit to yourself. As we say, you save green and do green at the same time. Yes, reduced emissions. The poorer the quality of fuel, the greater that percentage will be of reducing emissions. We've seen it as high as 90% in one country, 90% reduction in emissions, which is incredible. But you're also keeping the engine cleaner. You're keeping the oil cleaner for longer. So there is less maintenance as well. But the primary goal is to produce more energy out of the fuel, which means more power and or more fuel economy, better fuel economy.
You know, it's interesting you say that, especially about the oil changing. We've actually had a couple testimonials of people that have taken their vehicles in to have the oil changed, and the people actually asked, did you just recently change the oil? Because it was so clean. So we're hearing all these same benefits that you're saying. So it's always exciting when the testimonials that we hear are exactly what the product's designed to do.
Fantastic.
One question that a lot of people have, just because this is a little bit different than some additives, are they compatible with both fuel or gasoline and diesel? And are the benefits the same for gasoline as diesel?
So yeah, sure. Let me take those one at a time. They are compatible with all fuels, gasoline or diesel, all grades of fuels. They're even compatible with racing fuels, by the way, which is octane 110 or more. There's a slight difference with diesel, and as I mentioned, it's good with either diesel or gasoline. There's a slight difference with diesel in that you're actually also going to reduce a lot of soot in the engine and coming out the tailpipe, the black smoke, and as well as the other emissions, both visible and invisible. And you'll also see a reduction of DEF, or DEF fluid as it's known, or urea, simply because of the way it's cleaning up the emissions and lowering the temperature of the engine and therefore the exhaust. So all these things come together, but fundamentally the differences are very slight. The catalyst works in either type of fuel. It just does a few little extra things in diesel that are not relevant to gasoline, for example. But any gas, any diesel, great.
And that's also something that we've heard a lot on people that have diesel with DEF that haven't done a DEF conversion or something. In many cases, we're hearing it drop the use of DEF down to 75% or more, which is a fantastic savings in addition to what they're saving on, the increased or potential increased mileage and stuff like that. So again, I always love when you have a product that does what you say it does, and we hear about that from hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, even as short as we've had this product just over the last 3 or 4 months. But there's still been literally hundreds of thousands or more tanks ran through it. So we're hearing a lot of testimonials, and it's really exciting. Here's one of the main concerns that we have, and it's mostly out of some past products. I don't have any knowledge of the past products or haven't seen any proof that the things are even true of what some of the people are saying. But with this fuel catalyst, with specifically the B-Eco fuel tabs, can using these tabs void a warranty?
So this question comes up a lot, especially on the industrial side of our business, where people are putting it into, multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment. The short answer is no. It cannot void a warranty. In fact, there is legislation in the U.S. called the Magnuson-Moss Act, which specifically prevents a manufacturer of an OEM of a vehicle from voiding a warranty just because somebody used an additive. They actually have to prove that the additive caused the problem in the first place. I will tell you that companies like Lucas, STP, and many others would not be around if this was the case. So absolutely, they cannot void a warranty, nor is there any need to. All we're doing with this product is improving the fuel quality and allowing the engine to run more optimally. We're not changing the engine. We're certainly doing no harm to the engine. One other point, we have been marketing this and our other lubricant products for 15 years almost. And of course, we have tremendous product liability insurance because of the nature of the customers we deal with. And I will tell you, we have never had a claim, not one claim in 15 years, and none of our customers have ever made a claim. There is no harm that can come from using this product, only good. And either way, the OEM cannot void the warranty by law.
Fantastic. And I think that's one of the most common questions that people have is, how do I know this isn't going to damage my vehicle? Whether it costs, 20,000 or 2 million, like you're saying, people have kind of the same concerns. And I usually basically say the same thing. If the actual manufacturers of the engines were worried about it, they would void it without question.
And
there's a lot of things that void engines or void warranties, that cause no harm to the engine, but yet they still void them because they don't want you to change with non-original parts and stuff like that. And so I do think that that's something that is very powerful that people should understand. And in addition to that, we've done, for sure, no question, hundreds of thousands of tanks already with the B-Eco fuel tabs. You guys have probably done tens of millions of tanks over those years, and to not even have one claim is amazing. Now, one of the things going along with this, all the questions are a little bit the same. People kind of have the same concerns here, but how do people know, or how can people be sure that the tablets actually dissolve in the fuel?
So this question does come up quite a bit, and I know you yourself have done this testing with just in a cup of fuel with a little bit of agitation. It just takes a few minutes. What happens as soon as you leave the gas station, having filled up your tank and put in the fuel tablet, the fuel itself is moving. There's enough agitation in there that within a matter of minutes, literally, you will have complete dissolving of the tablet. And that doesn't matter what type of fuel or what the temperature is. So it will dissolve completely in just a matter of minutes because of the agitation of the fuel on the tablet.
Yeah, and we actually did a video. One of our distributors actually did a video. I didn't do it myself. And it was very cold, below freezing here in Utah. Yeah. And he just had it in a plastic cup and was just slight agitation with a fork, and it dissolved, I think, in that time, and it took about 4 minutes. But that wasn't near the agitation. If you think you drop this in a tank, just the pressure of the gas coming out of the hose is going to cause way more agitation than just stirring it every 20 or 30 seconds with a little fork. So we've done this ourselves. Obviously, you guys have done different things also that we're very confident. And when it dissolved in the test that we did, it dissolved completely. I mean, you didn't see any residue at all at the bottom of the cup. It was completely resolved. So you guys have done a fantastic job on your formulation. So I want to give you credit for that. And
thank you for that.
Again, we're super excited about it. Here's another question that I personally have experience with. So I could probably answer this question, but I'll let you do it instead. How do you use this product, the fuel tabs, with hybrid cars?
So yeah, this question of course comes up more and more, and especially where we live in Southern California, it seems that every other car is either a hybrid or electric car. Of course, on a hybrid, you'd use it the same way with the gasoline portion of it. So when it's running on gasoline, you'll get the same benefits, and it's going to work exactly the same way. Of course, when it's running on battery power, you're not going to see the benefits of the product particularly. So overall, most people see a lesser percentage savings than they would with a regular gasoline car. But to the extent it's running on gasoline, you're going to get better economy and less emissions and all the same benefits that would accrue if it was 100% gasoline. Has that been your experience, Dan?
It's been my experience. I mean, really, there's no difference in the engine. It's just part-time that runs electric. Most of the time it runs off of gasoline. I would say most hybrids are still probably 90% of the time running off of gasoline, just like any other vehicle. But I actually did the most of my testing in a Toyota Prius that averages about 55 miles to the gallon. And the Priuses actually get better gas mileage in town typically than they do on a freeway, because on the freeway, you're using the gas part a lot more. When you're stop and go and stuff like that, it's using the electric part more. So a lot of hybrids are the exact opposite of other vehicles that do better on the highway than they do in the city. Most hybrids do better in the city. I tested up both, and I ran 10 tanks through both ways, and the average was close to 70 to 80 miles, close to 80 miles more on average. Not every tank. I want to be very clear that it didn't do better on every tank, but there's a lot of different situations, different speeds, different everything. That's why I tried to do it on 10 tanks. And so I saw a pretty significant difference. Gasoline here in Utah is a little bit less than California. We're about $4.20 for like 87 octane, which I put in that vehicle. But even there, it's about 1.5 gallons savings at 80 miles. So you're looking at, $6 or $7, maybe even close to $8 per tablet savings. So it's been significant even with one of the most economical vehicles. And also I want to point out before we move on, it's very difficult to be super scientific about testing this because everything affects the mileage in your car, the weather, the stop and go traffic. I've had some people say that, well, I do the same route every day. Yeah, but the traffic's not the same every day. The weather's not the same every day. All of these other issues are not the same every day. So it doesn't work, as scientific by us just trying to test ourselves. Yeah. So that kind of brings us to this next question. And it says, sometimes we're getting testimonials of people saving 10 to 20% on their gas, and others don't see any savings at all. I think part of that personally is because it's very difficult to track, because you have to track so much more than just your mileage based on the weather, how fast you're driving, how the traffic was, did you run into a store and leave the car running. All of these different things affect that. But would you just give your thoughts on that? Why are the improvements quite different from person to person?
No, and you've certainly hit on some of them, Dan. I've actually lived this. My partner has a Lincoln. He got 22 to 25% consistent improvement, and he does have the same commuting route, pretty much identical every time. So that was fairly reliable. I would get, around 5 to 10 easily, sometimes more. Very difficult to measure as a consumer because, as you pointed out, one, you may feel more power. So if you're used to going up a hill, like here we have the Grapevine in California, and we have people reporting to us, they used to have to take it in second gear, and now they're in third or fourth gear. Same thing with trucks. So sometimes you feel more power, which is essentially more horsepower, not necessarily better mileage. Every drive is different. Every route and every day you take is different with the stop starts and how heavy your foot is. It varies by engine. It varies greatly by the quality of the fuel. We see that around the world, a huge difference based on quality of fuel. Obviously, the better the fuel, the less room there is to optimize. The worse the fuel, the more room there is to optimize, the better improvement you can get. And obviously, if there's any mechanical issues going on, dirty filters or injectors, while it does some cleaning, if there's a mechanical problem, that's going to impact your mileage as well. So there is a way around this. The computer in the vehicles will sometimes compensate for the change in combustion. So there are some people who reset the computer and disconnect the battery and go through all that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because having done that is a pain to try and get your radio stations and your seat position and all those things back. I would just say this, that I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It cost me $138 the other day to fill it up. I couldn't believe it. And if I'm getting a 10% fuel savings, I'm pretty happy with that. That's very significant. Not everybody has a 23-gallon tank who's paying $6 for gas, but proportionately, people will invariably save more than the product, and they'll get all these additional benefits of the cleaner engine, the more power, and of course the environmental benefits of having less emissions. So, but there are so many variables, it is difficult to measure. One other thing I would say, we of course, being involved in the industrial side, have done a lot of testing, hundreds of thousands of dollars of testing with primarily diesel. And these are done on with very stringent testing conditions by third-party labs. And we have seen a range from 3 to 15% in fuel savings under the most stringent punishing conditions where everything is accounted for, including using the same driver on the same track, going at the same speed, et cetera, et cetera. So we have extensive testing in place, but more importantly, we have all these testimonials that you and we've been getting over the years that tell us this product works.
Yeah, and I think that's the same thing. it's kind of like one of those things that it is hard to tell every single time. And I always tell people, I can say what it's done for me, but I also admit my testing is not very scientific. This is me in my car driving under no controlled conditions. But we have so many testimonials. I literally have zero doubt that the product is very beneficial and doing exactly what you say that it's doing. And just the example, everything that you've said that it's doing, we have testimonial after testimonial after testimonial backing those exact same things. So just a couple more questions here. One of them, because some of the newer tanks are a little bit different with no cap and stuff like that, how do you recommend, or how do you put the pills in if you have a double capless tank?
So this is actually pretty easy, and there are two ways to do it, and it's really up to you. One is you just slip it or insert it behind the flap, and then of course as soon as you put the fuel nozzle in, it's going to push it through and then blast it with fuel coming out of the nozzle. What some people do is they put the fuel tablet in the nozzle itself. Sometimes you just crack it in half if it doesn't fit in, but that's usually not necessary. But between those two techniques, it's going to work every time. You won't have any problem with it getting stuck and not reaching the fuel. The fuel nozzle will take care of that from the gas pump.
Yes, and I have a truck that has that exact thing, and I just pushed it in with my thumb. No problem. Very easy to do.
Yeah.
Just a couple more questions here. One is how much should I use? And a two-part question here, can I use too much?
Yeah, so this is it's very clear, and I can give you a very straight answer on this. You want to use one tablet per 15 gallons approximately. It wouldn't matter if it's 13 or 17. We do recommend you double dose the first time, and that's because you get the additional benefit of the cleaning that happens with it. So first tank full, we recommend a double dose. Thereafter, one tablet per 15 gallons. Now you say, well, what if my tank is only 10 gallons? It's not going to hurt it. You can still use a tablet. Now, if your car has a 25-gallon tank, use 2 tablets. You cannot overtreat it. You may not get much gain at a certain point, meaning it can only do what it can do up to a point. But there's no harm in overtreating it if you need to. So 1 tablet per 15 gallons or 60 liters roughly is a rule of thumb that I would stick to. But if you overtreat it, it's not going to harm it, and you may actually get better results to a point.
Yeah, great information there. Just as an example, my Prius has just barely a 10-gallon tank. I use a full tab. But I have another vehicle that is a twin-turbo V8 Mercedes S63. It has like a 21-gallon. I've still just used 1 tab in there and got noticeably different results. So I think that probably that 1 per 15, 16, 17. But I've even done 1 per 20 and got good results. So, but it's good to know that I was kind of worried that because of not being 100% confident in everything dissolving perfectly, that I was always kind of on the side of using a little bit less. A lot of times I'm the opposite. Most of the time I'm like, well, if 1's good, then I'll use 3. But on this, I've been a little bit more conservative. So it's good to know that you can kind of go in either direction and still get benefit. 2 more questions here. And I think from all the things that you've already talked about, I think I kind of already know the answer to this. But can this help with smog checks?
Yeah, actually, we have dozens probably of testimonials of people, both in our company as well as folks who've used the product, who had this exact experience. They had an old car that failed a smog check. They ran the fuel product through a tank. They ran it for a full tank full of gas, went back, passed smog check, and this is the crazy part. In some cases, it showed 0 emissions. So it went from a failure to 0. Now, you should have seen the look on the faces of the guys doing the smog checks, because they said, what did you do to this car? But they're always looking for, did you mess with the catalytic converter or something? But this has happened many, many times. It won't always work, is really the honest answer. There are times when there's some other issue going on other than just cleaning through and reducing the emissions. But but it's certainly worth a try. It's a very inexpensive way to try and get your vehicle through a smog check without, starting to tear the engine apart.
Fantastic. And last question that this has, and I know we're working on some things to get it looking more exact at the same time, but why at times do they look slightly different color, slightly different texture on the actual fuel tabs, and do they dissolve the same?
So yeah, this is a cosmetic issue only. Then the performance is identical. The dissolving characteristic is unaffected. So it's merely a cosmetic issue, and as you pointed out, it's a temporary one anyway. But no, there's no difference in performance and no difference in dissolving.
Yeah, anytime you're manufacturing things that aren't 100% synthetic color, synthetic everything, it's virtually impossible to have it look exactly the same every single time. So we just wanted to point out that even if it's slightly different color, slightly different texture, it's no issue, and it's to be expected in this type of manufacturing with the tablets. And so I think that's all the questions that we have for the most part, Lawrence. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for all the research and money you guys have spent in testing this amazing product and allowing us, having trust in us, to bring this out to the market, especially at this time when so many people are after it.
Well, that's great. And Dan, thank you very much, not only for this opportunity to answer questions and any others that may come up in the future, I welcome them, but also for taking it to the market and letting people all over the world experience this incredible technology. And it's amazing what a simple little pill can do to a vehicle. But when you've got catalyst technology, great things can happen. And we're so excited that people all over the world are now getting to see the benefit and experience it, both for themselves, their pocketbooks, as well as for the environment. So thank you again for that. And thank you to everybody on the call for their assistance in promoting it.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, and we're just barely getting started here. So again, Lawrence, thank you. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend, and I'm sure we'll be doing some calls in the future again. So thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Dan. Good to see you. Have a good one.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye now.
For the Be Eco compensation plan, we've seen a lot of different compensation plan overviews out there, but none of them really go over the $20 option, what that means for you, how it works, can you go through the ranks, can you qualify for all parts of the compensation plan. We're going to go over all of that information here on this quick little overview, and then we'll have this set up for you to use and share with your organization when people have questions about the compensation plan. So welcome to the Be Eco compensation plan. There are 8 different ways to earn income with the Be Eco compensation plan, and we're going to dive right into each one of these right away. Number 1 is a customer bonus. Number 2 is a fast start bonus. Number 3 is 2 team pay. We're going to explain that and how that works. Number 4 is the lifestyle bonus. Number 5 is the sponsoring matching bonus. You actually get 2 matching bonuses here with the generational matching bonus, global bonus pool, and the diamond bonus. So let's jump into the first one here on this page, which is the customer bonus, and then we'll change screens for the fast start bonus. First of all, customer bonus, customer price point comes out at about $25 for the 1 pack, and the second pack will be, I believe it's $55 for the 3 pack, and you earn 50% instant commission with the customer orders when they go live on the live in the back office. So next is the fast start bonus. Fast start bonuses are paid out on the first order. So first let's talk about what the price point is here and why we love Be Eco and how simple this business opportunity is for people. Number 1 is it's insanely affordable. It's insanely affordable and an easy entry into a home-based business. That's why the company and the business is growing so quickly for so many people. I've seen so many people who don't even know what network marketing is or home-based business is, and they are jumping in with both feet and they're getting signups. I've seen people who have been in network marketing for many, many years, and they were never able to really make it work or sign even anyone up, or 2 or 3 people up, but most of the time, no one, right? They were never able to do it because they weren't taking it seriously, or that opportunity just wasn't catered to them and what they need. And what we love about what we're seeing here is you don't really have to pitch the opportunity. It's the product that's so powerful. And when you have a product that's so powerful, it aligns, all the stars align, and you just really have a business in a box that people can get behind, even if they've never made money from home. You don't have to convince someone that they want this. Everybody wants to save money on gas. Everyone wants to pay less on repairs. Everyone wants their car to last longer. No one wants to have the struggle of having a vehicle that doesn't operate properly or that has a ton of bills associated with it. If we can alleviate that major problem, especially with gas prices on the rise, we've seen a lot of people just having so many positive results and testimonials, but that's a video for another time. First things first, the 1-pack is $19.95. $19.95 gets you a 1-pack of these incredible fuel tabs. There's 5 in each pack. It's enough to get a single person through a month. For some people who have larger vehicles, it might be enough to get them through a week or 2 weeks. And for people who have larger families, we have the 3-pack, and that gives you 3 packs of 5 tablets for a total of 15. And a lot of times we're finding that for couples and for families that this is a better pack. And for those of us who have a larger organizations, larger families, or we have a store or a shop, you have the incredibly discounted price of 8 packs for $110, which brings them down to, I believe, around $13 per package. And you can actually get these and retail them out to people to earn money as direct sales as a customer, or you can sell to them right directly from the website at the higher retail price point. Now, the Fast Start bonus is paid out on each of these, except for the 1-pack. Now, some people saw this and they're like, what? No Fast Start on a $19.95? It is a $20 business. For those of us who are professionals in the industry, we rarely ever see a price point so low as $20 to get started in our industry. Most people have to spend anywhere from $200, $500, or $1,000 to get started in a business. And we have such a low entry that not only is it generating interest all over the internet and just exploding and growth, but it's attracting people who are primarily interested in the product, which is what our industry is designed to promote anyway. So there you go, a low entry at $20. 100% of that CV is going into the 2-team structure, which means that this is paid out. 100% of the CV is paid out on that first order directly into the 2-team structure. So a lot of people, they saw Fast Start. There's no Fast Start. Oh my goodness. Well, look it. It's not that there's no Fast Start. It's that 100% of the CV is paid out in the 2-team structure so that it can remain lucrative for you, because this is an insanely affordable price point. So it has to make sense if you want a business that operates well, that will pay you long-term residuals for the lifetime of your business. Okay. Next is the 3-pack. The 3-pack is $50, and that pays a Fast Start of $17.50. And then they also reward you with $7 in CV that goes into the 2-team structure. Next is the 110-pack or 8-pack of fuel tabs that pays out a $37.50 Fast Start, and 11 CV goes into the 2-team structure. So we're going to talk about what that 2-team structure is that we've just been talking about. Some of you who have never been in home-based business before, you don't know what the 2-team structure is. This is called a binary. A binary allows you to build your business with 2 legs. 2 legs is very, very simple and easy to keep track of. I walk on 2 legs. I tend to keep track of both of them and where they're going. So I find it's easier to build a business where I have 2 legs to pay attention to, because then I can provide spillover for everyone in my organization, right? So it also makes it easier because instead of having 5 different teams to keep track of, 5 different teams to try to help and provide spillover for, Now I am able to just have a lot more streamlined structure and be able to help more people and work together cohesively as a team and provide, again, more spillover for the organization. So let's say that you shared the fuel tabs with Cindy and Sam. They're going to be structured in your dual team. You can choose where these people go in your organization, and these are each representative of orders in the structure, right? So when these orders go into the structure, the computer calculates, and depending on what rank you are, it calculates up to 20% of the CV. So this structure would pay you out $46 on that smaller leg. Now you can read over this when you like. I may or may not be doing a good job at explaining this. Really, just to boil it down to the meat of this is focus on being qualified brand partner yourself, and then sign up other qualified brand partners, placing half in each of your two teams, right? And now your sponsor and that organization above you has the opportunity to place people below you as well to provide you some spillover. But primarily, as we are starting in business, place your people in your organization where you believe it will best suit you. Get with your sponsor and they can help you, show you which leg you're on and which leg they'll be helping you with. And then teach them each person to do the same thing. It really doesn't get any easier than that. So, very generous compensation plan when you take a look at the industry as a whole. It takes the CV, it's generated by all the brand partners in the smaller of the two teams. The volume is calculated to infinity and with no cycles. Additionally, any of the volume that you don't get paid out on, right? Any of the volume that doesn't match up with the other side or the longer leg, that is going to roll over to the following week to be paid out in that following week. So you're never really missing out on volume. All right, I hope that if you have any additional questions when it comes to the binary, just let us know. Post it in the comments section below, and we can answer those questions to do a better job at explaining how a binary works. All right, next is the matching bonuses. Your sponsoring matching bonus allows you to get paid a $20 weekly check match on the collective two-team pay earned weekly by all your personally sponsored brand partners. So anybody that you place. So if you place somebody on your left leg or on your right leg, it doesn't matter where they are. If they're personally sponsored by you, whatever that they do, you'll earn a 20% weekly check match on their organization. So let's say you have 5 sponsored brand partners and their combined two-team pay is $1,000, then your 20% weekly check match is going to be $200. So it's an additional $200 bonus because you're helping your team to grow their organization, grow their business. Next is the generation matching bonus. So you get 2 matching bonuses. This is pretty cool here. When you are a gold qualified brand partner or higher rank, and as long as you maintain that rank or higher, you also get paid a 10% weekly check match on the collective two-team pay earned weekly on up to 4 generation of golds or higher in rank in your sponsorship organization. That means that if you sponsor Cindy and Cindy sponsors Sam and Sam sponsors Bob and Bob sponsors Jim, and you're at the appropriate rank to be earning down all 4 generations, you'll be earning a 10% weekly check match on whatever they're earning. So whatever they're making in the binary, you're going to earn 10% of that down 4 generations. This can be very lucrative as your team continues to grow. So for those of you who are just getting started here, you're getting the axle grease, you're seeing money start to flow in your back office. Guess what? Your organization is starting to see that too. And as you continue to go through the ranks, not only are you earning that sponsoring matching bonus, and another thing here, let's back up to this one pack and the 8 ways to earn. This one pack, you are still eligible to earn all the fast start, all the binary, all the matching bonus, no matter where you are on that rank. Just watch your rank to find out where those percentages are. But you're earning that 20% weekly check match regardless. Whether you have a $50 order, a $110 order, or the $20 order, you're still qualified. There's no other comp plan in the industry that I've ever seen an entry level so low that'll allow you to generate incredible income based on your efforts and based on the growth of your team for such a low entry point. I mean, this is a $20 monthly that you can literally qualify for all of this compensation. This is what we've been saying for many, many years. We see all these companies out there, and they're promoting this, $500 pack if you want to make money in all the things. Well, guess what? You're able to earn on $20. I mean, that's nuts. There's no other company out there that's doing it like this. This is the way we believe that it should have been done many, many times. And we finally have an opportunity for people to really, really win, even at a low entry. Now what it really comes down to is personal development. You have an opportunity of a lifetime right here. And if your personal development isn't at the place where it needs to be to build this business, then you should quit home-based business altogether. I'm telling you right now that if your personal development isn't where it needs to be, then that is the only reason that this business won't work for you. Your skills, your competence, I mean, everyone that we show this to is interested in more information because of the topic of conversation in today's world. Everybody's talking about gas prices, and this is the simplest, easiest, lowest entry business to get involved in, and you have access to pure gold at the end of your fingertips here. There's literally zero risk. I know that I can share a fuel tab with someone, and the worst case scenario that's going to happen for them is that their car is going to be running better and they're going to be saving money. That is the worst case scenario. You don't have that with anything else. So we absolutely love this, and the fact that you can earn down, you can actually become a gold, diamond, it doesn't matter, $20 you can earn down through the entire organization, and it just doesn't work like that with any other company out there. Now, the only thing that you'd be missing out on if you're only at the $20 is the lifestyle bonuses. Now, when I take a look at all of the money that's in the fast starts, the dual team, the matching bonuses, both matching bonuses, the additional bonuses that we have yet even talked about that you're qualified for at the $20. The only thing you're not qualified for are these monthly lifestyle bonuses. There's the mini monthly lifestyle bonus, and then there's the full lifestyle bonus. And we're going to talk about those right here. Again, these are another extremely lucrative way to make money, but they are not everything. If you can only afford $20, then you better get busy, because I don't want to hear that language from you anymore. There's no reason that you can't succeed with this, right? I don't want to hear that language. I want to see you getting busy and doing something about it. You can complain about not having $50 a month, or you can do something about it. And if you put together what we have here at the $20, it's only a matter of time before you're like $50, $50, right? You're like, that's nothing. It should be, you should be in a place financially where you can be like, I am able to acquire all of the things that I need and be able to help others, right? We all want to be there. And so this monthly lifestyle bonus is, again, extremely lucrative, but you do have to be at the 3 or the 8 pack to be able to qualify for it. So, quickest, simplest, and most fun ways to make money with Be Eco and build a great team is with the 50% lifestyle bonus. 3 simple steps. All you have to do is you have to be purchasing a $50 package. And then you sponsor other brand partners at that. So 2 by 2 is you have 2 brand partners who each get 2 brand partners. So you're ordering the 50, you got 2 people who are ordering the 50, and they help their 2 order the 50. Then you get a $50. Then guess what? Oh my goodness, it's paying for itself, right? 2 who get 2 at the $50, it's paying for itself. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty phenomenal. 2 who get 2, and now you're in business, right? You're in business and you're not spending any extra. Next is, let's go ahead and get a 3rd person, and let's help each of those people get another person. So we have 3 who get 3, all on that qualifying $50 package. That's a $150 bonus every month. That's in addition to all the other big money that's in the other part of the compensation plan. This is just a fun, exciting bonus to get people who've never been in this industry before on the right track. Because they say, oh, dual team, I don't get that. Oh, what's a fast start? I'm not sure what that is. But if you say 2 who get 2 and then you don't pay anymore, right? It's going to be pretty much paying for itself. They're like, oh, I get that. I can do that. 3 who get 3 is 150. Oh, that's cool. I can do that. 4 who get 4, that's 250. Oh, whoa, yes. We can do that. 5 who get 5, that's $350 every single month. Now this is recurring income. So $50 each month, $150 each month, $250 each month, $350 each month. Pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome. So this is something that most people can relate to. They can understand that. It's kind of got an affiliate sort of feel to it, on top of the extremely lucrative compensation plan that you have at the end of your fingertips with all the other bonuses. Next is the full lifestyle bonus. This is the 110 pack. It's got the eight packages of 5 in it. And again, we're going to walk through the steps here. 2 who get 2, you're darn near close to paying for itself, right? That's a $100 bonus each month. 3 who get 3, that's a $300 bonus each month. 4 who get 4, that's a $500 bonus each month. 5 who get 5, that's a $700 bonus each and every month. That's pretty cool, right? All right, next let's jump back into the rest of the compensation plan. These are the diamond level bonuses. These are one-time new bonuses for new ranks, right? So once you hit a rank, once you hit blue diamond, $10,000 bonus, all right? Once you hit double blue diamond, that's a $20,000 bonus. Once you hit black diamond, that's a $40,000 bonus. Once you hit double black diamond, that's a $75,000 bonus. And once you hit green diamond, that's a $150,000 bonus. Pretty cool, right? So once you hit each of these diamond levels, you receive that really phenomenal bonus after hitting that rank. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We love that. All right, here's the rank qualifications. I'll let you review this at your own time, but you'll notice that each of these qualifications have that $20.95. Literally, you can go through the compensation plan with only a $20 qualification. That is unheard of in the home-based business industry. That's nuts. So check this out. Once you're a qualified brand partner, qualified means you have one person who's active on your right that you personally sponsored and one person that you've personally sponsored on your left, one on each leg. So when you first join the opportunity, your settings are set to alternate. One person on your left and one person on your right. Then get with your sponsor and figure out what their game plan is and then organize your people the right way moving forward from there. You're sponsoring matching bonuses. It starts from the very first person. Once you're a brand partner, you've got one person personally sponsored. If they hit it and they make it happen, you're going to earn 20% of whatever they make. Do you see how powerful this is? And then you got your diamond level bonuses and everything else, right? Extremely, extremely powerful. Phenomenal for earning income in the home-based business industry for $20. Now, if you want to get involved and take action on these lifestyle bonuses, I know a lot of people, they don't want to leave any money on the table, right? They're like, what? 2 who get 2, I could be paying for it. I am in. And so many people, they know that they can do that. Oh, that's easy. 2 who get 2, I'll have that done by the end of the day, right? Some people, it might take them a week. Some people, it might take them a month. But the fastest way to get people to be ordering on your website so you can start generating those commissions, the fastest way to do that is by simply sharing your website, simply sharing that Gas 48 page with other people. Let them see the presentation. Let them see that 2-minute video. You really don't need to say anything. Just say, hey, when you get a free chance, will you watch this video? Literally, I want you to do that today. Will you do that today? If you're watching this video and you're getting the ball rolling, for you leaders, I know you know what you're doing, do what you do. But for those who are trying to get this business rolling, they see the power of the opportunity and they're like, yes, I want to make this happen for me. This is the one. This is the one for me. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go right now and I want you to say, hey, real quick, can you watch this video for me? And then gas48.com/your username. That's what I want you to do. This is something that you can do while we're waiting for the marketing system to be ready. And it's working for people. I've seen people who've never made money before in this industry. They've been in the industry 5 or 6 years, and they're generating income. They're building the biggest team they've ever built. And you can do that too. So all you do, again, share that page. Here, I'm going to go over that script again. Ready? Hey, real quick. Can you do me a favor? Can you watch this video? gas48.com/your username. They're going to be like, yeah, sure. Or maybe they don't say anything. Maybe they ghost you because they don't see the link, or they missed it, or I want you to follow up. If they didn't get back with you, I want you to follow up. Hey, did you watch that video? And they're going to be like, no, I didn't get a chance to. Okay, watch it for me. It's only 2 minutes long. Watch it for me. Okay? No apologetics, no crying about it, no, oh, would you please? No, just, hey, it's 2 minutes long. The least you could do is watch the video. Okay? Sometimes you have to be sincere and straight to the point with people so that they can get out of their own way. I've seen a lot of people who said no initially for looking at the video. When we came back and we said, I'm not really looking for anything. No, thanks. I don't really want to watch the video. I'm good. I'm doing this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Watch the video. It's 2 minutes long. Can you do that for me? It's just 2 minutes. And then they watch it and they get back and they say, oh my goodness, I am in. Or I want in. I love that. I like I am in because it means they're already taking steps to getting started. And that can be happening for you every single day of the week. I want you to go ahead now and I want you to pick out 15 people out of your contact list. People that you know, please. People that you know. And I just want you to say, hey, real quick, can you watch this quick video for me? Now, people in your everyday walk of life, they might not understand it at first. And that's why we have the additional videos. If you're in this group, you click on guides, you go to that formulator video. I want you to copy that. And anybody who has questions, I want you to paste it to them and say, hey, I get it. I had questions too. That's why we got you an exclusive with the CEO and the formulator to answer all those questions that you have, because those are great questions. I want you to watch this video. And when they watch that video, they're like, wow, this is real. This is really doing things for people. This is awesome. Share with them a couple of testimonials. We've posted some of the testimonials in the Facebook group. Copy them, paste them, send it to them. And when they see the results, when they see the backup of the formulator and the history and how powerful this is, and then they see that people are getting started for only $20, they're like, oh, it'd be stupid for me not to. You know, people waste $20 on something all the time. They'll go to the dollar store and waste money. They'll waste $20, $40 at the dollar store, all on stuff that they're going to end up throwing away anyway. It's just going to clutter up the house. They'll use maybe half of it, but the other half of it is going to end up in the landfill. Well, I can promise you something right now. If they get started in this and they try this product, that is something that they are going to be getting a benefit from. They're going to be using it, getting a benefit from it one way or the other. So get out there and share that. You have a solution. So don't be shy. Get out there and share it with 15 people today. Hey, watch this video for me real quick. Let me know what you think. Get back with them. Follow up. Hey, did you watch that video? Pretty awesome, right? Did you have any questions? Many of them will be like, if they're entrepreneurial minded, they'll be like, I want in, I'm in, let's do this. This is amazing. Never seen anything like this before. This looks awesome. Can I see the compensation plan? So now you're going to have that compensation plan video. I'll put this in a shareable format. And if you have any questions, again, just post them in the comments section below. We'll do more videos like this. This is the commission schedule. You might have been reading that while I've been chatting with you, but this goes over exactly how we pay out, when we pay out. And again, if you have any other questions, let us know. We'll see you on the next live video. Take care.